Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ali and I'm so glad you've tuned in today. We've got some really exciting updates to dive into about the Iraqi dinar and the highly anticipated Revaluation RV process. If you've been following along for a while, you know that we've been tracking every little detail about this journey, and today, I've got some potentially game-changing information that I think you're going to love. So buckle up, because we might just be getting closer than we ever imagined. Let's get into it! If you've been following the news around the Iraqi dinar revaluation, you know that there's been a lot of speculation about when this major event will finally happen. Over the years, we've heard countless predictions, and there's no shortage of rumors and whispers about when the RV might occur. However, the one thing that's been consistent in the dinar community is the hope that it's coming, sooner or later. Well, according to some of the most well-known names in the dinar community, including Intel guru Bruce, there's some seriously intriguing news that suggests the RV could happen sooner than we think. Bruce, who has been a key figure in tracking the dinar's progress, has recently shared that we might be looking at an RV by April 8th. Yes, you heard that correctly. The long-awaited moment might finally be just around the corner, and from everything we're hearing, things are looking incredibly promising. Now, I totally understand if some of you are feeling a little skeptical. After all, we've been down this road before. There have been moments where it seemed like the RV was right there, only for it to be delayed once again. So, if you're feeling cautious or even a bit disheartened, I get it. It's been a long and sometimes frustrating journey full of false starts and moments of uncertainty. But here's the thing. From the intel that's circulating right now, this time feels different. Bruce and other trusted sources are reporting that Iraq has completed everything they needed to do for the RV to take place. And according to the updates I'm hearing, the wheels are already in motion. Let's break it down a little further and look at what's actually happening behind the scenes. The big news, the lower denominations are already in circulation. If you've been following along, you know that one of the major steps for the RV to happen is the release of these smaller denominations of the Iraqi dinar. These are critical to the entire revaluation process because, for the RV to be successful, these smaller bills need to be in circulation and available to the public. Well, guess what? The lower denominations have already rolled out, and reports suggest that they are now available in ATMs and shops across Iraq. Yes, you read that right. These new notes are already in circulation, and the Iraqi people are celebrating this milestone. It's a huge deal because this is one of the key signs that the revaluation process is moving forward. If you've been wondering when the RV would finally happen, this is a major step that tells us we're closer than ever before. But let's take a moment to think about what this actually means for us as dinar holders. The fact that these smaller bills are already being distributed is a very strong indication that Iraq is preparing to transition to a higher value for their currency. According to the latest intel, everything is set for the RV to take place in May, and there's a real possibility that it could happen even before April 8th. Yes, just days away. The excitement in the air is palpable. I've been closely following the updates and honestly believe that all the pieces are finally coming together. It feels like we're nearing the finish line, and things are falling into place. But of course, we've been here before, haven't we? There have been many moments over the years when it seemed like the RV was right around the corner, only for things to be delayed yet again. So, I totally understand if some of you are feeling a little cautious about getting your hopes up. It's been a long road with lots of twists and turns, and I know how disheartening it can be to keep hearing about delays. But based on everything we're hearing now, it feels like this time might really be different. Here's why. According to the reports I'm hearing, Iraq has crossed the final hurdles necessary for the RV to occur. The Central Bank of Iraq has completed all the required steps to align their currency with international standards, and they've ensured that the lower denominations are ready for wide distribution. This is huge because it means that the technical and logistical parts of the process have already been completed. As we speak, all the necessary groundwork is in place. And that's why there's such a buzz of excitement in the air. Because the final pieces are falling into place, and everything seems to be pointing to the RV happening soon. What does this mean for us? If the RV does indeed happen by April 8th, this will be a game changer for many of us who've been holding on to our Iraqi dinars for all these years. Not only will it have a massive impact on the Iraqi economy, but the global financial landscape will feel the effects as well. It's not just about the rise in value of the dinar itself. It's about the stability, growth, and economic development that will come with it. This is a pivotal moment in Iraq's history, and the entire world is watching closely. For Iraq, this revaluation will represent a new chapter, one of hope, progress, and financial stability. It's a moment that the Iraqi people have been waiting for, and we as dinar holders have been anticipating it for a long time. But let's also remember one thing. While all signs point to things moving forward, it's still important to stay grounded. We've seen delays before, and anything could happen. Things are still in motion, and there are always variables to consider. So patience is key, and vigilance is important. But that being said, based on the intel we have, it's looking like the RV is more likely than ever before. What can we expect in the coming days? If the RV happens as predicted, it could open up a world of opportunities for dinar holders. Whether you're planning to cash in right away or hold on to your currency for a while longer, this is a critical moment to stay sharp. It's time to be prepared, to understand what's happening behind the scenes, and to make sure you're ready for whatever comes next. As we count down to April 8th, I encourage all of you to stay informed and stay connected. Keep an eye on trusted sources like Intel Guru Bruce and continue following the news closely. Be ready for any updates that come your way, because this is a time to stay sharp and be prepared for anything. Now, let's not forget that the Iraqi people have been through so much to get to this point. Iraq has faced years of war, economic turmoil, and political instability. But now, they're on the verge of a massive transformation that could change everything for them and for us. The hope and excitement in Iraq right now are palpable, and even though we may not be physically there to witness it, we can share in that excitement and optimism. So while it's easy to be cautious after all the setbacks, remember this. The lower denominations are now out in the world, and the RV is looking more likely than ever. If you're holding onto your dinars, keep the faith. This might finally be the moment we've all been waiting for. The next few days could bring major changes to the global financial system, and whether you plan to cash in or hold on a little longer, now is the time to stay sharp and be ready for whatever comes next. I'll continue to keep you updated with new information, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any important developments. We've all been on this journey together for so long, and now it feels like we're finally closer than ever to reaching our goal. So, as we count down to April 8th, let's stay hopeful, stay informed, and keep supporting each other in this community. The journey is almost over, and the rewards for our patience and dedication might be just around the corner. Thanks so much for being part of this incredible ride. I can't wait to see how it all unfolds, and I'll see you in the next video.